Jesus Viking is pregnant with his best friend's baby. What happens next with Psycho by Decker Toss. Like, so the link to the video will be the discipline below. Go on check out. So let's into this vaccine in 3, 2, 1. Oh.
When 29-year-old Cashin Reed woke up in a hospital bed with his best friend Theo crying beside him, he thought
Yeah.
someone had died. But when the doctor said,
Wow.
"Congratulations, you're 12 weeks pregnant, and the baby is genetically yours and Theo's,"
Whoa.
Cashin's entire world shattered. Because neither of them remembered how this was possible. And the truth, when it
Oh, yeah, what?
finally came out, would
Yes.
destroy everything they thought they knew about
Really?
friendship, love, and the night that changed their lives forever. Cashin
Really?
Reed and Theodore Theo Vaughn had been inseparable since freshman year at UCLA.
Yeah.
Now, at 29, they'd built successful careers in Seattle. Cashin as a software engineer,
Seattle.
Theo as an architect. They lived in apartments on the same block, had weekly game nights, and knew each other's coffee orders by heart. They were
Really?
both straight. Both had dated women throughout their 20s. Cashin had a serious girlfriend,
Yeah.
Morgan, who he'd been with for 2 years. Theo was perpetually single, claiming he was married to his work. 3 months ago, everything changed, though neither of them remembered exactly how. It was Theo's 29th birthday. They'd celebrated at Theo's apartment with a small group of friends.
Yeah.
Cashin remembered drinking whiskey, laughing, and feeling unusually warm.
Yeah.
Then nothing. He'd woken up the next morning in his own bed with the worst hangover of his life and no memory of leaving Theo's place. Theo had been
Really?
equally confused. "Dude, I don't remember anything after midnight," he'd admitted over coffee the next day. "Did we black out?" They'd laughed it off as a hard night of drinking. Life went back to normal, except Cashin started feeling strange. Constant nausea, exhaustion so deep
Oh. That could be sign of being panicked.
he could barely work.
Yeah.
Weight gain focused entirely in his stomach. He assumed it was stress from his demanding job and wedding planning. Morgan had been dropping hints about engagement rings. But the symptoms worsened. His belly swelled noticeably.
Really?
He felt weird fluttering sensations inside.
Yeah.
When sharp pains sent him to the ER, he expected to hear about ulcers or gallstones that he never expected to
Yeah.
hear. "You're pregnant." Dr. Amara Collins stared at Cashin's ultrasound with a mixture of medical fascination and concern. "Mr. Reed, I need to ask you some unusual questions. Have you ever identified as female? Do you have any intersex conditions you're aware of?" "What?" "No," Cashin said, panicking. "I'm a man. I've always been a man. What's going on?" Dr. Collins turned the ultrasound screen toward him. There, unmistakable on the monitor, was a fetus. 12 weeks developed.
Yeah.
Heart beating steadily. "That's impossible," Cashin whispered. "That can't be inside me." "I assure you,
It
it
is.
is," Dr. Collins said gently. "You have what appears to be an abdominal pregnancy. The fetus is implanted in your peritoneal cavity." "But Mr. Reed, our initial genetic testing shows something even more unusual. We ran DNA on the fetal cells. The baby has genetic material from you, and from someone named Theodore Vaughn, according to your emergency contact information." The room spun. "Theo? My best friend? That's impossible. We're
Yep.
not. We've never. We're both straight." "I understand this is shocking, but the
Really second.
genetic
Really.
evidence is clear. Somehow, an embryo was created using genetic material from both of you and implanted in your abdominal cavity." "Call him," Cashin said desperately. "Call Theo. He needs to hear this." Theo arrived at the hospital within 20 minutes, his face pale with worry. "Cass, what happened? Are you okay?" Dr. Collins explained the situation again. Theo's reaction was pure disbelief. "That's insane. We're best friends. We've never. I mean, we're not gay. We've never even." He stopped, his face flushing. "This doesn't make sense." "The genetic testing is definitive," Dr. Collins said. "The fetus carries genetic markers from both of you. Someone created this embryo and implanted it in Cashin. Do either of you remember any unusual medical procedures? Any time you were unconscious or sedated?" Cashin and Theo looked at each other and simultaneously
Yeah.
Simultaneously, the same memory surfaced: Theo's birthday party.
Oh, birthday party.
The blackout, the missing hours, the party, Cashin whispered. 3 months ago, we both blacked out. What if someone drugged us? The police were called. Investigators reviewed the guest list from Theo's birthday party. Security footage from Theo's apartment building showed something chilling. Around 1 a.m., a woman neither of them recognized had entered Theo's apartment. 2 hours later, she'd left carrying a medical cooler. Do you recognize her? Detective Martinez asked, showing them enhanced footage. Both men shook their heads. I've never seen her before, Theo said. Further
Oh,
investigation revealed a horrifying plot. The woman was Dr. Helena Frost, a rogue fertility specialist who'd lost her medical license 5 years earlier for ethics violations. She'd been
really?
conducting illegal experiments in male pregnancy, believing she
Really?
could revolutionize reproductive science. She'd targeted Cashin and Theo specifically. She'd been watching them for months, obsessed with their close friendship. In her seized journals, investigators found disturbing entries: perfect candidates, deep emotional bond, genetic compatibility excellent, will prove male pregnancy is viable. On the night of the party, she drugged both men, extracted sperm samples from each, created an embryo through IVF, and surgically implanted it in Cashin's abdominal cavity while he was unconscious. Theo had been drugged to keep him sedated during the procedure. She violated us, Cashin said, his voice breaking.
Ooh.
She put this inside me without consent. She used our DNA without permission.
Yeah.
Theo looked devastated. This is my fault. It was my party. If I hadn't, don't, Cashin interrupted. We're both victims here. The hardest part came next, telling Morgan. Cashin called her from the hospital. Morgan, I need you to come here. Something happened. When Morgan arrived and heard the explanation, her face went through shock, disbelief,
Really?
and then something harder: suspicion. So you're telling me you're pregnant with Theo's baby, and you
Yeah.
don't remember how it happened? It wasn't consensual, Cashin pleaded. We were drugged. We were violated by a crazy doctor. Morgan, you have to believe me. Morgan looked between Cashin and Theo, her eyes filling with tears. How do I know you two didn't do this on purpose? How do I know you're not having an affair and this is your cover story? Morgan, please. Cashin reached for her hand. She pulled away. I can't do this. I can't compete with whatever this is between you two. She left, and Cashin heard the engagement ring she'd been waiting for clatter onto the hospital tray. Over the next week, Cashin faced the hardest decision of his
Oh,
life. The pregnancy was high risk. Abdominal pregnancies had a 90% maternal mortality rate. Removing the fetus now would be the
really?
safest option medically. But there was a complication: an emotional one. The baby was his and Theo's. Their DNA had created this life, however unwillingly. I don't know what to do, Cashin admitted to Theo one night. Part of me wants this thing out of me immediately. It's a violation, a constant reminder of what was done to us. But another part of me thinks, this baby didn't ask to be created this way.
Yeah. To the.
It's innocent. Theo
Yeah.
was quiet for a long time. I've been thinking about that too. This baby is genetically ours. Like, actually ours. Not adopted, not a surrogate situation. Ours. That's insane, but it's also kind of, I don't know, significant. Are you saying you want me to keep it?
Um. Yeah. Because the baby is innocent. Yeah.
Cashin asked. I'm saying I'll support whatever you decide. But Cass, if you terminate, I understand completely. If you continue, I'm here. For all of it. Cashin decided to continue the pregnancy. But at 16 weeks, during a routine ultrasound, Dr. Collins discovered something that changed everything. Cashin, Theo, I need to show you something. The genetic testing we did initially was preliminary. We've now done comprehensive analysis. She paused. This embryo wasn't created through standard IVF. Dr. Frost used an experimental technique called somatic cell nuclear transfer combined with artificial gamete synthesis. She essentially created an embryo from your DNA without using sperm at all. What does that mean? Cashin asked. It means this baby is biologically both of yours in a way that shouldn't be scientifically possible yet. She used your genetic material to create synthetic egg and sperm cells, then combined them. This baby is literally made from both of you, not just genetically related, but created equally from your DNA. Theo's face went white. So this baby is what? Our biological child? Like, actually our child? In every genetic sense, yes. The revelation hit them both like a truck. This wasn't just a baby created from stolen genetic material. This was their child, made from both of them.
Yeah.
That night, alone in Cashin's hospital room, Theo finally said what neither of them had dared to acknowledge. I need to tell you something, and it's going to sound crazy given everything that's happened.
Really?
What? Cashin asked. I think. I think part of me is happy this happened. Theo's
Really?
voice cracked. Not the violation part, not the trauma, but the result. Having a baby with you. I know we're not together. I know we're straight, or at least I thought I was. But Cass, you've been the most important person in my life for
Ooh.
10 years. And now we're having a baby together, and it feels right. Cashin finished quietly. I know. I've been feeling it too. And
Oh, you been feeling it too? Ooh la la.
it's terrifying. They looked at each other, really looked, maybe for the first time. What does this mean? Theo whispered. I don't know, Cashin admitted. But I know that when I think about this baby, I don't just see it as mine. I see it as ours. And when I think about raising it, I can't imagine doing it with anyone but you. At 34 weeks, Cashin underwent emergency surgery. The baby, a girl, was delivered via cesarean section through his abdominal wall. 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Tiny but
Oh.
healthy. When they placed her in Cashin's arms, with Theo
Oh.
standing beside him, both men cried. She has your eyes, Theo whispered. And your nose, Cashin said, laughing through tears that they named her Sage, for wisdom
Oh.
through adversity. Recovery was long. Cashin spent 8 weeks healing from surgery. Theo took leave from work to help. They moved in together, for practical reasons, they told people. But everyone saw the truth. 6 months later, standing in their shared
Oh. Uh, is he pregnant again?
apartment at 2 a.m. while Sage slept between them, Cashin finally said it. I love you. Not as a friend. As more. Theo
Mm.
smiled, tears in his eyes. I've loved you for years. I just didn't know
Oh.
it until she made me see it. Today, Sage is 18 months old. Cashin and Theo are engaged. Not because a baby forced them together, but because trauma revealed what had always been there. Dr. Frost is serving 15 years for assault and illegal medical experimentation.
Really?
The
Wow.
case opened investigations into underground fertility experiments worldwide. But for Cashin and Theo, the focus is simple. Their daughter, their love, and the family they never expected but can't imagine living without. So here's my question. Can something beautiful come from something terrible? Can violation lead to love? What would you have done in Cashin's position? Drop your thoughts below. Because sometimes, the most shocking medical cases reveal the most profound human truths.
Ooh. I mean, the the baby is innocent in all of this, so as I agree with him. Keep it, because the baby is innocent in all of this, so as I will keep it, That was he's pregnant with his best friend's baby. What I've been next with Saku by Deca Toss. The link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like, and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new and click the bell so you can be notified when upload. But if you're watching it on one the link to the video will be in the description below, and and follow me and click the bell so you can be notified when upload in my part. Wow.